Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a great day. It's your boy Rusty. We are back with another album reaction. Today we are checking out the album Keep Me Fed by the band The Warning, which was released June 28th of this year. I've heard a lot of good things about this album. I've only listened to 2 songs off the album. I've listened to Automatic Sun and Burnout. And Burnout was kind of like a more indie-ish track from my perspective anyway. Automatic Sun was more of a, hard hitter, very deep, heavy bass type of song, which I did really enjoy, but none of the other songs I've heard yet, so that's going to be fun to check those out for the very first time. My boy Chris in the comments has basically said Keep Me Fed is the 4th album with 12 songs. First time they wrote with other people. They would do short writing sessions in the middle of touring. There are track by track explanation videos 2 to 3 minutes long for all the songs, done by the 3 sisters, posted on their channel. Nice. Mas Quieres, I think that's how you pronounce it, apologies if it's wrong, is the first Spanish language song on the record. The video was Pau's directorial debut. She co-directed. Okay, that'll be quite interesting. We're probably not going to see the music video for that, so we'll have to check that out on my own time. It'd be interesting to see what this song is like speaking in Spanish. Not that I think too much will be different about it, other than obviously the language. But I don't know if like a different vibe will come across in it because of that. But that's what some of you guys said about this album in the comments. Let me know about your fun facts in the comments down below. Let me know what you think about this album in general in the comments down below as well. Do you love it? Is this one of their best albums? One of their weakest albums? Let me know all that in the comments down below. Let me know your opinions. And if you do enjoy this reaction today, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, share it with all your reacting, viewing friends. And with all that being said as well, if you want to catch the uncut, unedited version of this album reaction to Keep Me Fed, then check out Patreon. You'll find the full version there. All right, let's get into it. 6 feet deep. Nice rolling start. No rolling intro. Okay, nice. I think I might have heard this chorus before. I love that voice. God, their voices fit the genre so well, the guitar so well. I don't know if the rest of the album's going to sound like this, but if it does, it's going to be sounding fantastic. I love the sound of these guitars. Like, the vocals almost sound almost lazy in a way, and I know it's not lazy, but like it's down here. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but like singing from the back of their voice, vocal cords. Yeah, very good start, very good introduction to the album, very catchy. I love the hook, and I love the voice, like I love that elongation, and that it feels like it's almost lazy in a way that, I don't know, it's obviously not lazy, obviously. What's the best way to say it? It just sounds so good without any effort at all, if that makes any sense. And it feels like they're just singing from the bottom of their throat, and it sounds very nice, and I love the bass. It just sounds so heavy, and it's not metal obviously, so it's not that heavy. But I can't remember which guitar you guys said when we listened to Automatic Sun a couple of months back, but heavy bass, that heaviness to it, the riff going through it as well, all just sounds so heavy, especially for hard rock as well. It just sounds very nice. All right, sick. That's nice. I like those pauses always. It's definitely that indie vibe influence in here. You feel it coming. Sick! This song is sick so far. I'm not sure what drum they're using there, but sounds like it's very wound up tight. Like it's very deadpan. If that makes any sense. Seems very tight. It's a good vibe of a song. It's definitely something you would hear like in the mid-noughties. It's very nice so far. Nice transition. Sick. Oh, it's too late. Too early. Very nice. Very much the indie style vibe. Very much influenced by that, or a lot of that is in here, like that sound. There's probably going to be a lot of stuff Muse sounding or Muse inspirational or influenced, just resonating around in my head. That's how much it sounds like very noughties indie music from, you know, from a lot of British bands. Decent album. I'm liking it. Apologize. A lot of these like muted, palm muted, like slow build-ups. You know what I mean? Let's go. Oh. Break it down softly. Nice and soft. Let's go. There we are. There we go. I like that. I like that. I like that line. I don't think that is a rhythm guitar, but it's definitely holding the rhythm there. Like, and then the guitar coming over the top of it, that layer, and then leading into you. It's a good build-up. It's a good build-up. I like it. Oh, I wasn't expecting the pause then. Apologize! It's not as cathartic as you would hear in like a metal track, but you can still feel the anger and the release of energy with that apologize line. The sound is so dirty as well. I love the sound. These guitars going heavy. Oh, they're going hard, not heavy. The drums coming in. Beautiful. Very melancholy at the end. Very kind of like eerie in a little bit of a way. It's something I wanted to pick up on at the start of it, which is something I you know, read out earlier too. Skin on skin means nothing if there's no blood to bleed. Simply quenching hunger doesn't kill the need. And it's kind of like an addiction thing, rather, I should say. Say the right word, Rusty, where, you know, you think like you've had your fill, but then obviously once that dies down, once you've, you know, quieted the stomach, then the urge comes back. It's like eating. It is eating, isn't it? Like all these things that we do in society that might be quite addicting and a little bit destructive, they're hard to break free from. And then you feel like you're free from it once you've done it, but then slowly the urge comes back, and then it's kind of like repeating the cycle. Que Mas Quieres. Hopefully I pronounced that right, so sorry if I didn't. If the missus was here, she could say it, but I can't. Obviously, I'm not going to have no idea what this song is about, but we're just going to be, obviously, chilling to the song. Okay, that's nice. I like that. Yeah, that's nice. Hook is really nice. Is there like someone like clacking on plates there? The pre-chorus is nice. I like the build-up that it goes into with the chorus. This build-up. Let's go. The chorus is really nice. Que Mas Quieres. I'm trying to say it right. Que Mas Quieres. I don't know. Sorry. I'm very, very sorry. That drum line there. Oh, that was nice. This is really nice. This is probably my favorite song so far. I like this. Very nice Spanish-speaking song. And that's not to say that there ain't any, and this is just out of the mold, but, you know, for an album that's in English, to have that Spanish song in there, it's quite nice and surprising that it was quite, well, it's not surprising, but it felt different. Like, everything before this just felt more like an indie record. And to be perfectly honest, indie has never really been my type of music. Don't get me wrong, the songs that we've been listening to in the album so far up to this point have been quite nice, quite catchy. Love the rhythm, love the vocals. But coming into this song, it felt like it broke away from that and kind of like dug this more. So I really do like that song. And again, it's got this like tempered, muted rhythm going underneath here, and it seems to be like a little pattern that's going on from the very first song all the way up to now. It's like it doesn't seem like they break away from that, and I don't know if that's like an aesthetic choice or a musical choice, but that's very much been there in every single song so far. Probably could do with mixing that up a little bit. because it does seem to get a little bit repetitive, but that's only under the surface of the song to keep the rhythm of the song. When you differentiate with all the drum layers and the guitar layers and the vocal layering on top of that, then they all become their own distinctive song, and they do vary quite well. It's just like that's one thing I've picked up and can hear consistently throughout all this song so far. This one's my favorite song so far. More. This is different now. Just as we was talking about that rhythm underneath, it's changed. The bass is so nice. I like that. I like that. Oh, nice. Another kind of like drop that leads into the chorus. I like those. I like this riff. This riff is so nice. This bass riff as well. Or feels like it anyway. The chorus. It's nice. Catchy. Very catchy. I'm enjoying this. The pre-chorus as well. Especially, they stand out so well. The soft, subtle voices as well. It's very nice. Very fitting in this section of the song. And so there is a kind of some sort of distortion on the voice as well. It does fit very well as well, though. You know I love it. I love that. You know I love it. Oh, this is something different now. Yeah, very nice. I think the song goes with the theme with the other song. I forgot the name of the song now. What was it called? Apologize. Yeah, kind of the similar themes there. Kind of like trying to feed an addiction, or, you know, trying to get someone else to feed them their addiction, enabling their addiction, keeping them fed, which is the title of the album. But yeah, very catchy, very different to what we've heard to so far. Like I was talking about, like this underlying riff that's kind of like, just like knocking on your doors, like do underneath the like that rhythm, that underlying tone and rhythm underneath every song so far. The minute I talk about it, it's different. It's different. So that's quite funny, and it's quite nice that they've freshened it up, changed it up a little bit. I love the voices. There's some sort of like layering on it that's causing some sort of like distortion on it, and it kind of fits with it as well. And then you've got the softer voices, the softer melodic. I wouldn't say melodic voice, but like just a softer voice underneath it, and layering the two on top. But the contrast is quite nice. And yeah, fun song. Let's see what else we got now. Escapism. Very much a more mellow song so far. It's not mellow, but compared to everything else, it is. Okay, not anymore. These choruses, they do stand out so well. They're very nice. Again, we got another different style to the song, like very low, very soft, slow. You hear the bass in the background as well. I like the stacking vocals here as well. They're very nice, adding that emphasis on the chorus. Okay, nice. These songs are just dirty, man. These guitars, these bass guitars, like all these songs have been so well structured as well. That's the one thing you could say this album's been exceptional at so far. Again, another song which is different and it's nice and fresh, and I like that, and I can appreciate that. The voices, the layering in the chorus as well, just make it really pop, and it sounds really nice. Absolutely filthy on these guitars. Like, again, I don't remember what you guys said these guitars are that they use, but they sound so good. The album is, stand out so far. Satisfied. Is that sound, that dirty, hard rock sound, the drums there. Like that. You got this guitar in the background, I can hear it in my left headphone. Again, these choruses, they just slap, they go hard, man. Like, if anything, the Warning does really well is the choruses. They go really well. Probably the standout thing from the album so far is their choruses. The vocals sound like she's yearning. Like the way she sings it, it sounds like she's yearning. Please don't say it. Ooh. It's slamming on the whammy bar or something there. That sounds funky. Ooh. Okay. It's nice. Nice little solo there. Whatever that was. I like it. Need more of that, please. But the intro of the guitars there is like, love it. It's kind of giving me goosebumps a little bit, this song. Very nice. Very nice. I'll tell you, I am satisfied, okay? Because that song was a lot of fun. I love listening to that. The guitars, every time they come in, they just go, it's just like, it's like a punch to the face. It's just it's just really nice. It just sounds really nice, especially when you got like a pause or break just before it, especially at the end. That's why I like pauses, like these little breakups, these little pauses, you know, from one thing to the next, and then it just hits you. It just gives it more emphasis, more oomph, and I just love those moments. Burnout. We've listened to this before, so we'll just take it in. If you want to see my thoughts, my reaction to this song, head over to the channel and you'll catch it. It would be good. It will be good now to listen to it, having already heard it, and see if I've still got the same opinions. Again, it's the chorus, the hook, that stands out always. Burnout. This bit I remember all the time. I always just remember this bit, like I say. Just a catchy little riff to keep in your head, isn't it? So yeah, in fact, that is the second time that I've actually listened to this song. I guess the first time I listened to it, out of all the songs I had listened to by The Warning, I thought this was the weakest one out of the lot. And now listening to it a second time, I think it is better than my first impressions, especially when you hear it in the context of the album, this point anyway, that it does fit in with the vibe of the album. A lot of similar things that we hear in this, that we do hear in the other songs as well. So I think it has improved in my mind a little bit, especially with the hook. The choruses seem to stand out the most when it comes to these songs. They're very catchy, very outlandish, and very, very technically sound. But yeah, very, very, very much better than I thought the first time anyway. It's not to say that in my original reaction that I shit on it or anything like that. I still thought it was pretty good, but I just thought it was the weakest one out of all the ones I listened to. Can't remember what I listened to at that point. It's much better than my first impressions anyway. And yeah, very, very good. Shocks. Okay. Yo, we're getting like metal, getting some like almost some metal threshold here. That's very nice. We're on that threshold. Oh, that's so low. Listen to that guitar. Listen to it. It almost sounds like You Are a Shark with that bass line there. It's like always these powerful introductions to the choruses. It's like she's really projecting this one as well, like shut your mouth, like really projecting it, like a lot of oomph behind it. Help me now. Love it. And these elongation of these words. She's hitting the notes here on these lyrics. This sounds so good. Look at that. Help me now. Love it. It's very different to how we started with the album, where it just felt like from the back of the voice projecting so much of vocals. The vocals on that was insanely nuts, and I don't know if I explained it properly during the song, but like as it was going on, like underneath it, it just felt like a shark on the prowl a little bit. Like it was just like bubbling there, like a shark is on the surface of the ocean and it's just ready to pounce. And that's what the bass felt like. Yeah, the main point was this song was the vocals, really just the projection on them was just outstanding. A little bit different to how we started off the album. When I say lazy, it just felt like it was like, and now it's like, like, I don't know if that explains it. Like, I don't know names to different types of vocal projections or anything like that, or different tones. That's kind of what I got. Like, it was down here, like, oh, like the voice, like, oh, and then I was like, like, it's just amazing. Hell You Call a Dream is the next song. It just sounded like we recorded on a very poor quality MP3. Now it's kicked in. It's much, much better. Kind of a slow pace, slow rhythm here so far. Oh, I like that. In This Hell You Call a Dream. In this hell you call a dream. I wish I would have called the song that, In This Hell You Call a Dream, because I keep mispronouncing it. But so far so good. This song's... See, these hard-hitting introductions to the choruses, they just sound so good. Okay. Bring it down a notch, slow it down. Oh. Here we go. Rising back up. All the other effects are layering in. That's nice. It's such a shame. I'm just seeing this coming to the end of the song. It's such a shame this is so short. What do you call a dream? Ooh. Well, that was nice. That was really nice. We're almost on the line of heavy metal there. The guitars here were so heavy, so dirty. And I mean heavy in the way that I mean heavy now. For anyone who's been a regular of this channel knows I love my metal music. And this was close to it. I love the guitars. I love the riff of it. It's just fantastic. And the powerful punches in the choruses just stand out so much. And that's just been an entire theme throughout this album so far. Just something about these songs that when they cross over into the hook, into the chorus, they come at you full blast. The choruses in every single song so far have just been absolutely fantastic. And the rhythm of this song, the beat of this song, just fantastic. And I loved her voice, just like the projection of her voice. In This Hell You Call a Dream. This is probably my favorite song so far. Consume. What are we consuming? Got a drumline intro. Okay. Still some of the same themes that we've heard in other previous songs as well, with like the indie infused influence. Oh, that pause. I like that line. Greedy little fucker. Sink my teeth and bleed it out looking for another. That's nice, little funky solo. We haven't had many solos in this. I think this is the second one, I think. Keep Me Fed. Okay, so backing up what we said in the intro and some other songs as well. Shove it down my throat, wash it down with remorse. Like that guilt you feel after doing something that you shouldn't. Very, very catchy, very in style, very thematic with all the other songs that we've listened to so far. Probably not the most punchiest of choruses in this one, as opposed to everything we've heard, but still catchy. And some of the lyrics in there are very, very prominent and very punchy in themselves, but maybe a bit slower compared to all the other songs on the album so far. Still got that same thematical choice, same style over the vocals as well, with that slight distortion over it. Like how they've stuck to a theme and just gone for it. Another song which falls along the themes of the album about being kept fed, gluttony, and feeding yourself full of things that you don't necessarily need or feel guilty about doing. Continuing this vicious cycle of addiction and pain and remorse and regret, and then only to do it again. Automatic Sun. This is another one we have listened to. This is one everyone said this is like, there's a very, very specific guitar that produces this sound, and it's dirty as hell. Oh, I remember this now. Not a punchy intro like the others, but it gets there. Like the first line here, that line there, psychosomatic love. Like, I love those lines. And again, it's going back to that kind of like lazy vocals where it's just like, but still very nice. Like using the back of the voice. And then we're projecting again. Automatic sun, give me your psychosomatic love. Go and see it's the layering. It's going back and forth between the different vocal ranges. Boom, boom, ba-da-da-dum, boom, boom, ba-da-da-dum. The drums there. Nice. I love this part. It's nice. God, that's so dirty. I love it. The only thing I would say about that is that ending right there. Like, I wish they had more of that maybe intermixed into the song, but they left it till the end. And it's fine as it is. Obviously, it's really good as it is. But, like, I wish there was more of it. It's just, that's the only thing I would say about this song. Other than that, the song is great. Like, I love the mixture of what we've been talking about with her vocals. Just going back to this kind of, like, low, kind of, like, almost lazy feeling type of vocals. Switching up to projecting the vocals as well, like that mixture, that contrast between the two, and just you know, keeping it fresh. I love that, and it kind of fits in theme with a lot of songs here as well. Like very punchy vocals, even though like as it leads into the chorus, it's not as punchy as some of the songs that we've heard in this album. But just the idea of like switching between these lows and these high vocal ranges, just very nice, very nice. The bass line on this, on the guitars, and I don't even know what to say. It's just very nice. Absolutely incredible. All right, okay, so that is the whole album. Let's have a look over it in general. I think this album was a lot of fun to listen to. They went for a very hard, very bassy type of sound with this album. You can hear it reverberate through every single song. Can't remember the guitar they used. You guys can point it out in the comments down below, of course. Very bassy, very, very low, very dirty, and I love that. Hell You Call a Dream, which is almost on the cusp of being a metal song because it's so hard that it's almost heavy, is the best way to describe it. In terms of some of the songs, or in terms of the beginning, we had a couple of songs, I think 4 or 5 songs, where we got this underlying rhythm that's kind of like almost droning, and it's not like a bad thing. It's just, it's the same thing throughout the entire 5 songs, like that start to that song. No fresh introduction to those type of songs. I feel like that could be improved upon just to keep it a little bit different, but after that it does seem to mix it up. It gets a bit more varied in the way that it introduces its songs. I think from starting from More and Escapism, Satisfied, then it starts to get a little bit different, or it gets a little bit more varied in its introductions, like I say. But I think the main thing about this is the vocal work. Everything just sounds so punchy, especially when we get to those choruses. They're just so punchy. They punch you in the face, they kick your door down, they blow your house over. They're just really upbeat and catchy, and they just stand out. The vocals are just, they're just projected so well that they give that feeling to you. You can't help but like turn your head and like listen, like really listen. Kind of like you start listening to them and you're like, yeah, okay, this is cool, but you might not be paying true attention, especially if it's on the radio or something like that. But they're the type of songs that when the chorus hits, you're like, whoa, what is this? You know what I'm saying? Does that make any sense? You're like, what the hell is this? Who is this? Who's singing this? What is this song? Like those choruses that make you seek out the band. Pretty much every song is like that. It's just fantastic. Hell You Call a Dream, Satisfied, Kim Ass, Apologize, Sick, 6 Feet Deep. Pretty much all of them do that, and it's just fantastic. And like I say, the thematical choice of using a lot of bass in it just sounds so good. A lot of the songs sound like they're very much influenced by the noughties British indie music scene. I'm pretty sure that's because of the influence of one of the band members of The Muse worked on this in the production of it, possibly bled their influence into that, and being that they are Muse fans as well, like it's easy to be influenced by that. You know what I'm saying? If you look up to a band that is working on your songs, then it's easy to be influenced and create that sound. And that's not me saying, the producers saying, you need to make music like this, and they're like, oh, okay, you know, because they're star-studded or star-shocked by them. But that's their style anyway, because they've grown up listening to Muse, that they developed their own sound similar to that, or incorporated some of those sounds into it, because obviously you're influenced by it. So to have someone who's from the band that you're influenced by, it just creates this perfect arrangement of producer and band members producing the songs, and it just creates something like this, and it's just fantastic. And again, I will say I was never really an indie music enjoyer, but the way that it's implemented in here, the way it's infused into the music, you can hear those influences. It's definitely their own sound, it's definitely their own creativity that's going into these songs and whatnot. Just you can hear the influence through it, and that's all I'm trying to say basically. And it's created something fresh, something new, something different to what you've heard in the past, kind of like being influenced by Muse, but they've developed their own sound around it and taking it to another level. We're probably going to have bands in the late 20s who are listening to The Warning now and they're going to go on to be musicians themselves, and they're going to take their music, be influenced by it, and then they're going to create their own sound around it. But yeah, that's enough about me rambling about influences. Overall, this album was really good. Really did enjoy it. Like I say, punchy choruses, punchy rhythms, punchy riffs. Vocal work is fantastic, outstanding. Makes it really stand out. And like I say, when it comes to the choruses, they just knock you down because they're just so fun to listen to, and they're just so catchy, and they're just very, very, very good. But if I was to rate this as someone who's not really truly a hard rock person, I do listen to it, but like not religiously or regularly, I would go with a 8.5 out of 10 on this album. It's really good. It's a really good album, and I could definitely listen to this again, and I could definitely listen to it again and again and again and again and again and again. Not a bad song in this album. Not a bad song. Some better than others, but none of them bad. None of them bad. But yeah, this is a first time listen for me, of course, so I haven't got many more thoughts. I'll have to go away, think about it a little bit more. Maybe you guys will leave messages in the comments down below with your thoughts, with your takes, and I can take those on board and re-listen to the album with those thoughts and see it from a different perspective and build upon new thoughts and bring those back to you guys as well. But for now, those are my thoughts about the album. Really did enjoy it. Fantastic album, fantastic musicians, fantastic vocalist. Just fantastic all over. But yeah, that's my thoughts, that's my feelings, that's my reaction, that's my take to the album Keep Me Fed by the band The Warning. Let me know what you thought about this album in the comments down below. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Is this their best album? Is this their weakest album? Let me know all those things in the comments down below. Also, let me know in the comments down below which album from The Warning I should listen to next, and what albums in general from any other bands should I listen to next. Let me know those in the comments down below as well. If you did enjoy this album reaction today, then make sure you hit the like button, smash it in the good old face down below, hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed already, hit the notification bell, share this with all your friends, with all your reacting loving friends, and if you want to catch the uncut reaction to this album, then head over to my Patreon and you'll find it there. Guys, thank you for your time today, thank you for your company, always keep your rock hard, always keep your metal heavy, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye 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 bye.